So it's a little wet out today. It's not that wet, but just wet enough, I guess. Alright, so today I'm taking a little time here in the shop, and I'm doing 3 things at once. And they all are things I've never done before. Number 1 is our lawnmower has a bad drive belt. I don't know if you can see this or not. So it's slipping pretty bad. It only works in a higher gear. So I tied a rope around the spring, pulled that out to loosen the pulley, and that worked. So there's the drive belt. I'll show you after I pull it out, hopefully pull it out. It's chewed up pretty bad, and so I put some PB Blaster on this thing because I've got to try to get this loosened to get the last part of the belt out from there. So once that's done, then there's the new drive belt. And so hopefully that'll help keep it to where we can use all the gears, because right now it only works in 6 gear, so whoosh. My father-in-law gave me this old woodworking bench. I owe him a beer. Anyway, that'll be handy out here in the shop. Place to put my tools and stuff. You know what a bench is for. This top is upside down right now. I need to vacuum this and just kind of clean it off a bit. Some mice had been living in it, so that's my second project. That's actually not that hard. And then this old generator has not ran for years. And yeah, I know nothing about generators. I've never even touched a generator, but we're starting with it not running. I can't make it any worse. So I was messing around with this yesterday, couldn't get it to start, and then I saw where it has a low oil level shutoff. And there was oil in it, but it wasn't reaching all the way up to the dipstick, so I put some oil in it, and she fired right up, but not putting out power. So I did the typical thing, looked online, looked at diagrams and videos. Nothing was helping. So I just went ahead and broke right into the control panel. And they didn't cover this on any videos. Mice were living in this thing. So I'm going to blow that out, vacuum it out, clean it up in general. And this is where I'm getting gutsy. The mice chewed into the wires pretty bad, so I have some wire, some connectors and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to rewire this generator. Oh. So yeah, those are my projects. I want to get the tool bench set up. I want to try to see if I can fix this generator. Got to get our lawnmower going. Especially because I already tore it apart, so no turning back now. So those are the projects, and honestly, I'm having fun. This is the kind of thing, again, I would never really, I didn't have the space to do it, and I just told myself back at our old place that it just wasn't a skill I had, and so I would just not do anything like that. And so blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I have to pause all these things, though, because the next butcher date at the place he goes to now is January 13th. And we want to get something a little sooner. He does, I don't know. That does make sense, though. So we're going to go check out a butcher shop, and we're going to go into Pipestone, I can't remember, a couple other different towns, and so venturing out a bit. Speaking of not getting out much, we went out to breakfast this morning in Garrettson at the gas station slash restaurant slash everything place. We ran into some people we knew. We ran into some distant relatives of Shuva's, and just everyone talking to each other. It was just one big free-for-all of introducing ourselves to people we've already met, talking to a little more. All of a sudden, our mail lady, who's really awesome, she came in and just gave us a package that had our name on it that she had with her, and then we talked to her for a little bit. It was wild. I love that. It was just like, you know, evening shade or so. Oh yeah, evening shade, there's a reference. All right, I'm just scattered today. I'm gonna shut all this down and we're gonna hit the road, bring this with me, maybe shoot some, maybe not, who knows. Oh boy, good breakfast today and an excellent lunch. I mean excellent, you gotta see this place. This place is amazing. Is that a good lunch?
Left the county, we've left the state.
What town are we in again?
Pipestone, Minnesota. It's good.
All right, well, it's about 5 hours later. Where were we? I think I'll do a little bit on the lawnmower first. So I put some PB Blaster on this. I gotta loosen this. Try to get that old belt off. That's going to be what looks like the biggest challenge in this. Oh wait! Counterclockwise. Alright. That off. Come right out. To here. Aha! Got it. Alright, looks like the drive belt is, yeah, pretty chewed up. So, it's the old one. Here's the new one. Close to the right size. I'm guessing this is just kind of old and floppy. Kind of like me. So, yeah, we'll try this out. So this pulley is pretty much off. I'm gonna have to get the new one in, slip it around that pulley, and that pulley. And then the string right here, I attached to the spring on the little pulley, and that'll tighten it up. I looked up a lot of videos on this, and it was not incredibly straightforward, but I just kind of dug in, and so far it's not quite as bad as what you'd be led to believe. But we'll see. My biggest challenge is to get this slipped in there, and of course this is good and tight, not like the old loose one, but get this in on all the right places, and then try to get that tightened back on. And then at that point, tighten up the spring, and should be pretty good. Yeah, it is tougher when the belt is actually tight. Get it there, so just like that. Okay. How did I do that before? I was right here. I saw me do it. Alright, so got it wedged in there. This was, of course, the hardest part. Get this nut tightened back on. And then pull the spring back into place, and the spring is on this pulley, and you can actually see right there, there's my string. So get this tightened back on, pull that spring, and yeah, it's going eerily well. Whoa, I'm sweating. It's hot in here. Oh yeah, that's tight. Ouch! Knew that would happen. I need a piece of wire instead. One thing is for sure. There's a lot of wire on this farm. It's your supper time. Go home. Go on home. Go. Look at you. You're hot. Go home. Aha! This is where, prior to living here on the farm, the neat freak in me was like, why is there stuff everywhere? But 9 times out of 10, I need some kind of random thing, and I'm able to find it. Okay. So I got it on there. That's good, but then this really long wire that helped give me the oomph to do it, I need to try to cut that off now. Or, if I can pull it out just a little more, grab it with the vice grips. Oh, it's on there really tight. That's good. Alright, that actually took me longer than it should have. I released this using these and my rubber glove to not slip off the vice grips because my hands are so sweaty. And there. So, I'm going to put in the battery, take it down to the other barn, and just go ahead, since I've done all this work, and take the air hose, blow it out a bit, and try it out. Which way was this facing? This way, I think. Or this way? Actually forgot the air compressor is in this barn, but the air wand that I need to blow out the deck is over at the other place. So I'll do that some other time. I'm going to just test this a little bit. So it works in every gear?
I didn't try. I didn't go up to really high gear.
Yeah, but I mean, it never slipped on you?
No.
I fixed something.
Yay!
Not that one. It's this one. So today we're cleaning out manure from around the barn and hay remnants, things like that. He's using one loader to kind of scoop things up, and then I'm using this big thing to haul it out to the compost piles. This is a very big machine. Let's see here. Okay, I need to open that window up for sure. Let's start it up. Remember. Let's see here. Neutral. Okay, just the... I think the battery's dead. Forgot about this. There we go. Right. There we go. Oh boy. So we quickly abandoned the manure hauling project and now heading home to beat the rain. Alright, we're back out in the shop again. She's mowing right now. See how fast she's going? It's because it's still slipping. I did not fix it. Anyways, truck needs an oil change, and I'm going to try to rewire that generator. And I guess when she gets done mowing, I'll take another stab at the mower. Update, I was just looking at the lawnmower. For those of you playing along at home, perhaps you were yelling at me the whole time. There's two drive belts. So I replaced a drive belt here, but the one that actually goes back to those pulleys, that's probably the main drive belt. And so right up there, that one is pretty loose. So that's going to be harder to get to as well. I'm going to have to take the deck off, and well, first thing is I'm going to have to order it. So it's all a learning experience. Alright, so I changed the oil and greased up the truck. Gave up on the lawnmower for now. That's going to have to be a two-parter. I don't know what I'm doing. And now, for the past couple hours, I've been rewiring this generator, tracing the wires, connecting, taping, trying to figure out where all the different loose ends meet. So yeah, the mice did a pretty good number on this. I think I have everything reconnected and somewhat secure. So, I'm going to put it back together, fire it up, and see what we have. I can't even begin to tell you how good that feels. I didn't have a clue about this, how it works, or anything, but I dug in and tried my best and was patient. And this went from sitting for a couple years or more to working. And so, feels really good. And tonight I'll order some new belts for the lawnmower and research maybe any other causes for it slipping in the lower gears, and take a stab at that. Maybe next weekend. I want to take this time to issue an apology. In my last video, I was removing dirt that had plugged up the hay mower, and I said it was all thanks to the gophers. Then I said, how do you get rid of these gophers? You can shoot them, but I don't know how to shoot, and they're too fast. All thanks to those gophers. Arrgh. How do you get rid of those things? I guess you could shoot them, but they're fast. I don't know how to shoot. Well, my father-in-law pointed out to me that I was talking about two different kinds of gophers. The dirt mounds that plug up equipment are all thanks to the pocket gophers, which you actually rarely see above ground. They're not the ones darting across the field. The ones darting across the field, which I thought were the ones causing the dirt mounds, those are the striped gophers. And they're just moving around fast everywhere, but they're not actually causing these big dirt mounds that get into the equipment. So I want to apologize to everyone out there for the confusion and delay that I might have caused through my recklessness. Something like that. There's one right there. Alright, well, I guess that does it for this video. I'd say in the next one I will tackle this lawnmower, but I'm going to put that off for as long as I can. Hear gunshots in the distance. It was a little more alarming when I lived in town. Well, see you Thursday.